Good afternoon, friends. Today's message is coming to you from Romans 10 and 9. Now, before I tell you what the verse means, let's imagine a scenario. This message is actually for those who say that they have to get their life together before they can come into the church. So, let's imagine a scenario where you have to go to court, and God is the judge, the devil is the prosecutor, and the witness. Jesus is the defense attorney, and he is the jury. Okay, you show up in court, but you haven't gotten your life together, so you haven't gotten in the church or become a part of the body of the church. You show up in court, and God the judge asks, "Where's your attorney?" And you say, "I don't have one." And God the judge says to you, "I will appoint an attorney to you. All you have to do is confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus died for you and he on the third day rose again." You just have to believe in Jesus. But you don't open your mouth. You don't say anything because you haven't gotten your life together. So the trial starts. The devil, the prosecution, calls his first witness himself, and he bears witness against you. He testifies of all of your wrongdoings. And you don't have an attorney. So when you go and testify for yourself on your own defense, because you're representing yourself, because you have not gotten yourself together, because you can't get yourself together, you testify in your defense, and yeah, God, I did this, but I did it out of the goodness out of my heart. God, I thought you knew my heart. I didn't really mean to do that. I didn't really mean to be bad. I didn't really intend to do that. You're found guilty. The jury says, "I knew you not," and you're found guilty. So now you are now predestined to go to hell because you've shown up in court without your defense attorney. Now imagine that same scenario, and the judge offers you the defense attorney, and you open up your mouth and you say, "I believe," and your defense attorney doesn't show up. And that is because the Bible tells us that we need to confess with our mouth and believe in our heart. So confessing with your mouth is only half of the job. You need to confess with your mouth and believe in your heart the Lord Jesus, that he died and on the third day that he rose again. You need to confess with your mouth and believe in your heart. So if you only do half of it, you're still without your defense attorney, and the devil will still bear witness against you. So now imagine that you've confessed with your mouth and you now believe in your heart, and your defense attorney shows up. Guess what? Your defense attorney gets rid of the evidence. So when the devil goes to testify against you, there's no evidence, because your defense attorney has gotten rid of the evidence. So when the judge goes to call on the jury and says, "What is your decree?" and the jury says, "Well, it's written here that he's a child of God. It's written here that he belongs to Christ. Not guilty." Because the devil no longer has any evidence of your wrongdoing, because now you're a child of God. So you can't get yourself together, because that's just like showing up to court without a defense attorney. You have to show up to court with Jesus. He's the only one that can get you together. He's the only one that can get your heart right. He's the only one that can set you on the right path. You have to get yourself right with Jesus so that you will always have your defense attorney when the devil comes to testify against you. All right, you guys, you have a blessed day. And remember, in order to grow, you must first be planted. I love you. Bye.